What's up? It's Nicholas Davenport here, aka Mr. Mental Muscle from Mind Body One. Now, I want to talk to you today about decision making. Now, have you ever made the wrong choice and you later look back like, why did I do that? Now, you probably have something wrong with something we call impulse control. That means when you're presented with different options, you're quickly just to go to the first thing that appeals to you. Now, that could be a problem in some situations, so we need to work on that. Now, imagine, for example, you're on a diet and you told yourself, I'm not eating any sweets like cakes or cookies or anything like that, and go to a party and the first thing you see is some cake, and next thing you know, you just had 2 or 3 slices. Now, while that may taste good, and you probably won't gain a lot of weight just from one sitting, you just did something you didn't mean to do. There's a part of your brain called the frontal lobe where we make these decisions. Now, sometimes there's lapses in judgment. So we're gonna do some drills today that you can do at your own house that requires no fancy equipment. AV's here gonna help us, and we're gonna do a drill that works on impulse control through the Stroop Effect, but we're gonna do it in an interesting way. All right, so all you really need is some markers, a pen, and 2 sheets of paper. Now on that sheet of paper, I need you to write the word pen and marker, a color of your choice that is written in a color that doesn't match what the word says, a consonant, and an even number. Now on the other side, I need you to write the word marker, but in pen, another Stroop color that doesn't match what the word is written in, a vowel, an odd number. Now what the participant's going to do, when I call out a specific cue, so for example, if I say pen, you're not gonna go to the word pen, no, you're gonna point to marker. Why? Because it's written in pen, meaning you're ignoring what your brain wants you to do. Remember that impulse word I talked about? So now you gotta ignore what you quickly wanna just jump and do. Hold off a little bit and go where it needs to go. Same thing with the Stroop Effect. If I say red, I'm going here. Even though that says blue, you're like, wait, that's not red. Yes, it is. The color is. So you got to tell yourself, ignore what the word says and go off the color. And now to throw off the timing, these 2 consonants or vowels, if I say vowel, you go to the vowel. If I say even, you go to the even, I, you go to the I, consonant, you go to the consonant. So we'll mix those in and we'll see how it can do. So the goal is to match by pointing to the correct place when it's called. All right, you ready? All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on timer for 30 seconds and see how many we can do in that duration. All right, 3, 2, 1, pen, red, vowel, I, 2, even, blue, green, nope, B, pen, marker, 7, I, 7, even, 2, marker. Nice, good job. All right, so you see there's a few moments where she had to think, do I go here or not? And she did a pretty good job. She only had 1 wrong, and that's only because I threw her off by saying green when there is no actual color to point to. So that's okay, I'll allow that. Now we're gonna do one more condition. Now instead of using the pen to point, she's gonna bounce to the correct side. So it'll be a little easier as far as deciphering which one, but she's gonna use some hand-eye coordination. So she's gonna back up just a little bit. Excuse me, I'll stand right here, I'll show you. So if I say marker, for example, she bounces it there. One hand only. If I say I, she bounces it there. Red, so she's bouncing it to the side based on the cue that's called. All right, so once again, we give you 30 seconds, and don't drop this, don't drop my ball. This is my precious. All right, 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, 2. One hand, 7. I, out.
You know me with.
Oh, we gotta keep it going, 20 seconds. 7, marker, pen, blue, red, I, vowel, consonant, even. We'll run through one more time.
I'm bad with the ball. Why do we?
Self-talk. Self-talk is very important, kids, because what we say to ourselves shapes what we do. You can't speak perfect performance into existence, but you definitely can set the tone for it. Therefore, saying things like I can, I'm bad, not necessarily gonna mean you do bad, but it's not gonna help you do good. Get your mind right. Step back in. 3, 2, 1, go. Blue. red. 7, foul. Marker, pin, blue, even, red, green, I, foul, I, 7, pin, time. Good job. So you see, now we added the hand-eye component. Not only does she have to do the cognitive processing, add that fine motor skill and hand-eye component where she has to receive information where the ball is going while still trying to factor out what she needs to do. Adding this extra load is good because now the choice is not just simply clear cut, here I go. Now, where does it carry over? You can think like, what is bouncing the ball, saying some numbers and some words gonna do for me? The reason why this is important because the part of the brain, the frontal lobe, like I said, which is larger than any other animal, this is where we make decisions. This is what makes us a little bit different from the animals. So this region is getting triggered every time we do this drill at a much higher level. So the more we can use this area, the more it gets stronger, just like a muscle would. So make sure when you do this drill, you have someone like me who's gonna try to make it tricky for you and get your mind right. Good job.